It's Sunday. Sunday is the day that I spend just a couple of hours working on my own car. But in order to make up for the fact that yesterday I spent all day out instead of just a couple of hours like I would do on a Saturday, I take Sunday off. Yeah, that's the plan. So it's a day off. But I've got to go to the shop to go and buy some things so we can have a picnic in Eaton Park. The thing is, it's a bit pointless going to the shop, which is right close to my work, and not popping in to go and collect something. Yeah, so I needed to come to work anyway for one reason. This flag here. People are going on about football again. I don't like football, that's not why that flag's there. This flag, British car manufacturers, that's what I'm all about. That's what I like the best. That's why I have this here. Proud to be British. Although of course this is an England flag as opposed to a Union Jack. But I haven't got a Union Jack, so I can't put that up. So because people assume that if you're flying a George Cross you must be into football, means I have to put it away because it's incorrect. I know I've mentioned this before, but why do football people think that everybody else likes football? That's a bit like me saying, well, I like a Rover 25, so everybody else does. They must do. I mean, they should like that, but that's not the point. Right, that's almost a rant, that. Anyway, as I'm here, I may as well just have a cup of tea, I suppose. I drink tea. I can't go anywhere without having a cup of tea. It's just one of those things. And I'm here for, you know, no more than 2 minutes. And that's enough for a cup of tea. Once I go and get some water. Yes. Ah, this reminds me of something actually. Just realised I've run out of tea bags. No matter, the shop is only round the corner. It's not going to take long. Right, so tea bags. Right, so cup of tea. While I'm having this cup of tea, there is one small job I could do with doing, and that is if we go down here and look at what's going on, we can see the skip is overflowing really rather badly, and when the massive skip wagon comes tomorrow, transit face will be in the way, and the chances are the skip wagon will turn up first thing. And as there's no school tomorrow, I don't have to get up that early, so I'll be best off moving it now. Otherwise I'll have to come down here at 8 o'clock or whatever, just in case he turns up. Ideally I could do with putting it here because there's enough room for the truck. Just got to move Frankie out of the way, and this massive tarp and this engine crane. Job done. I mentioned needing to do a bit of gardening the other day. This is getting dangerous, all these brambles here. This could be painful. I really haven't got time to do this now though. As to be expected, the battery is flat. It's just a matter of jump starting it. No big deal. After all I need to do is go and get the jump leads and the truck battery, negotiate all of the brambles, get the car started, move the big tarp, move the engine crane, and then drive it out. But change of plan. It's going to be rather difficult to move this car when it stalls so easily. Start it up, runs for about 30 seconds and then stalls again. So I had to restart it 4 times now. I just had a quick visit from Senior Mustard and he's gone again now. Obviously I still haven't moved the truck, so I might have to move it round the back instead, I reckon. Be out of the way there. But there's another slight problem here while I'm doing that. Just have a cup of tea first. Skip another 20 minutes and I've brought up Alfie there because, well, got to go out this afternoon and chances are this is the car that we should be taking. But just one problem. I'm not taking this car out, it's filthy. I don't like driving around a filthy car. Look at it, it needs a jolly good wash. And how long is it going to take to clean all this lot up? Too long. And that is my excuse for going back home in Nigel. Anyway, transit phase can now just go down into this gap over here because Alfie's over there. Job done. I can do that and I can go home. Except for just one thought. Boaty's boat's down here and I could do with taking that in for its MOT tomorrow. But of course Max is in the way, and if I put the truck down here and it gets stuck, then I've got a problem for moving it. Rather inconvenient. The battery's flat on it. Simple! Get the jumper leads onto the Rover 75 and get it started. Get the GTI moved out of the way and then move the Rover 75. Then put the GTI back where it was. Go and get Alfie and move that in front of it. Next, put the 75 up at the top. And then finally, transit phase can be moved into position, not blocking off anything that important. Not forgetting the battery and jump leads. My wife always tells me that the best days are those with an unexpected twist. You turn up to do something and you end up doing something completely out of the blue. Well, I've done this just for you. Now all I've got to do is just find out what I did with my phone case. Oh no, I've just realised something. The reason I'm not taking Alfie today is because it's dirty. Whereas Nigel isn't. But the wheels are dirty. Look, they're filthy. Time's cracking on a bit more than I was expecting. I best go. Shops will be closed in about 10 minutes. Door shut sounds. This one is horrible. That's horrible flabby sound. But it is better if you do this. Yeah, do it at double speed. Makes a lot more sense. Admittedly, it does take longer to close the door twice though. I wonder if the gate will sound better closed at twice the speed. Let's find that out. I'm quite interested in that now. Not parking there, not parking there, not parking there, not parking where he's coming out of. Could I park in between those two BMWs? No, because that one's dangling out. Not prepared to park there. Park here. And here we are at the end of a non-working day and the end of the video. But first of all, why don't I tell you a little story? Yes, a true story, number one of my driving yarns. 2002-ish. I was out on my push bike, a mountain bike, having a rather jolly ride along the roads when I went past a petrol station and I saw a middle-aged lady in the petrol station looking rather confused and a little bit annoyed. Honest. Anyway, trying to be a helpful kind of chap that I am, I pulled into the petrol station and I went over to her and I said, "Do you need a hand with something?" I could see quite clearly that she had a flat tyre. So she said something like, "I don't know what to do about this, should I call out the breakdown company or whatever?" And I said, "No, it's alright, if you've got a spare, I'll do it for you." And so I proceeded to jack her car up, take off the wheel and put the spare wheel on. And she was very, very happy with that. So happy, in fact, she got her purse out and started trying to thrust a £10 note into my hand. And I just said, no, that's fine. Honestly, it's fine. And just rode away, feeling like I'd done my good deed for the day. And then 2 miles down the road, she nearly knocked me off my bike into a ditch. Speaking of yesterday's show, which was rather fabulous, Nigel got lots of attention, as you'd expect, but a couple of people had said something like, "Oh, I saw one bit like this last year," meaning this car, but because it had a couple of different panels on it, they assumed it wasn't the same car. So I had to correct that, because obviously it looks a bit different now to what it did do a year ago. Registration's still the same though. And I even have my own little thing to stick on the dashboard to explain about the car to those people that want to know why it's like it is, because believe it or not, for some people it's a bit confusing to think, so you're going to keep it all that colour or you're going to respray it all? That question gets asked to me quite a lot. So there's my thing there, and it's even got a picture of me on the bottom, which wasn't intentional, but I sent this through on Messenger for Senior Mustard to print out and laminate for, because my printer doesn't work at the moment, and it came up with that picture, which is my Facebook profile picture, and I thought, that suits it, that's funny, it makes me look like some sort of 1970s comedy magician. But right, that's probably good, that I like it.